Donald Trump has built his reputation on rallying his base, promising his followers that he's a man who stands by them, no matter the cost. But on a chilly Friday evening in Michigan, that promise seemed to crumble. Thousands of supporters gathered in anticipation of his arrival, enduring plunging temperatures in Traverse City, only to receive disappointing news. Instead of taking the stage, Trump broadcasted a video message from miles away, revealing that he was delayed after spending extra time with podcast host Joe Rogan. What followed was a cascade of frustration and disillusionment as supporters who had shown up braving the cold began to head for the exits. This isn't the first time Trump's followers have been left out in the cold, both metaphorically and literally. From logistical chaos in California to broken promises in Nebraska, Trump's rallies have often left fans stranded, waiting for transportation or clarity on their leader's next move. With growing instances of disregard, the question lingers, is Trump more interested in his fame and wealth than in his loyal base? Let's dive deep into what went wrong in Michigan and explore Trump's complex relationship with his supporters. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to reaching 5,000 subscribers, but we can't do it without you. So, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe right now. And if you're already subscribed, give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment to let me know your thoughts. Alright, let's dive right into it. Traverse City, Michigan, was abuzz with anticipation on Friday night as Trump supporters prepared for a rally. Expectations ran high, and the evening should have been a defining moment for the former president to rally his loyal followers. Yet, as the crowd gathered under the frigid Michigan sky, it became clear that Trump's priorities lay elsewhere. Nearly an hour after the event was supposed to start, an announcement played on the big screen. Trump would be arriving about 2 hours later than planned. His reason? A prolonged visit with Joe Rogan. For the attendees, the news felt like a slap in the face. Trump's statement about the delay wasn't just about his schedule. It underscored a troubling pattern of dismissiveness toward those who stand by him. In his message, he mentioned spending extra time with some people, and lots of people actually, which translated to thousands of supporters shivering in the cold while he enjoyed a leisurely conversation in a warm studio miles away. The announcement unleashed a wave of frustration in the crowd. Many had driven hours to see him, some bringing children and elderly family members. As the temperatures continued to drop, fans began to question their loyalty and whether Trump valued them as anything more than an audience for his brand. The Rogan effect, prioritizing fame over followers. While his team tried to frame the delay as unintentional, the decision to spend extra hours on Rogan's podcast raised eyebrows. Joe Rogan's platform is among the most influential in modern media, and it's undeniable that appearing on it could offer a unique opportunity for Trump. Yet the optics of the situation, prioritizing a podcast over a committed group of followers waiting in the cold, painted Trump in a less than favorable light. Many of Trump's followers took to social media, expressing their discontent. Some speculated that Trump's campaign strategy had shifted, valuing high-profile appearances over in-person interactions with supporters. Others noted that this was far from the first time Trump had made choices that seemed to benefit himself more than his base. It's worth noting that, unlike his typical live events, Rogan's show offers a captive audience without the logistical complications of rally planning. Could Trump be shifting his focus toward media appearances over grassroots engagement? A pattern of abandonment, stranding supporters across the country. This rally fiasco in Michigan isn't the first time Trump's followers have been left in the lurch. Just a couple of weeks prior, a rally in Coachella Valley, California, ended in logistical chaos. Thousands of supporters were left without sufficient transportation to return to their vehicles, resulting in a 2-hour walk in the desert after the event ended. Frustrated fans documented the ordeal, with videos surfacing online showing a disoriented crowd, wandering in search of buses that never came. One supporter recorded himself saying, "Look at this, we're all stranded here. Somebody needs to investigate this." The situation in Coachella echoed a similar debacle in Omaha, Nebraska, during Trump's presidential run. After a rally wrapped up, hundreds of fans found themselves stranded in near-freezing temperatures, waiting for buses that didn't arrive. Trump, meanwhile, departed the scene in Air Force One, leaving his supporters huddled in the cold. By the time local authorities stepped in to help, at least 7 individuals had been hospitalized for hypothermia. These repeated incidents of logistical failure paint a picture of a campaign that prioritizes spectacle over substance and leaves its followers fending for themselves. A relationship of convenience. Trump's contempt for his supporters. When one looks at Trump's track record with his followers, a disturbing pattern emerges. While he's quick to brand his base as the best people and the heart of America, his actions suggest otherwise. Trump's rallies have long been a platform to peddle various products, from NFTs to trading cards. He's even marketed Trump-branded Bibles, urging supporters to get their piece of history. For those who attend his rallies, it's clear that Trump views them as consumers rather than citizens. More than a few of Trump's former allies and insiders have alleged that he harbors a cynical view of his base. Omarosa Manigault Newman, who worked closely with Trump, once described him as totally out of touch with ordinary Americans, viewing them only as means to an end. Similarly, former attorney Michael Cohen has said that Trump's only concern is his wealth and influence, not the welfare of his supporters. Devotion despite dismissal. Why his base stays loyal. Despite repeated instances of negligence, Trump's base remains resiliently loyal. The devotion he inspires has often been compared to a cult of personality, where supporters overlook or justify behavior that would be unforgivable in any other leader. Psychologists have noted that this loyalty stems from Trump's unique ability to project strength and decisiveness, qualities that resonate deeply with his base. Additionally, the sense of community at his rallies reinforces a sense of belonging, making it difficult for supporters to see Trump's failings objectively. Yet, for those outside the Trump camp, the situation appears starkly different. The missed rallies, the repeated stranding of supporters, and the focus on personal brand building all suggest a leader whose only commitment is to himself. Critics argue that Trump's treatment of his followers is emblematic of his approach to leadership, transactional, opportunistic, and devoid of genuine care. The Michigan rally was supposed to be a testament to Trump's continued influence and his connection to the American people. Instead, it highlighted a glaring divide between Trump's words and actions. While he's more than willing to praise his followers publicly, his repeated disregard for their comfort and safety reveals a troubling lack of respect. The situation in Traverse City, along with other recent mishaps, stands as a testament to the growing disconnect between Trump and the very people he claims to represent. For those who have endured hours of travel and harsh conditions to see him, the realization may finally be sinking in. Trump's primary focus isn't the well-being of his supporters, but the promotion of his brand. As Trump's rallies continue and his campaign ramps up, his base will face a crucial decision. Will they continue to support a leader who seems more invested in personal gain than in genuine connection, or will they finally see the writing on the wall? Time will tell if loyalty can truly weather the storm of abandonment, or if the chilling reality of indifference will turn even the most ardent supporters away.